Yo ho ho, AFC East Roundtable. Welcome. NFL Week 1 is here, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to once again your absolute favorite game show, the AFC East SmackDown. As you can see, we only have 3 teams today. We had a couple of teammates that could not make it, so we're just rocking with 3. All right, it's going to be our Jets team off to my left. It's going to be our Dolphins team off to my right. And so the people that couldn't make it were the Bills representative co-host and the Pats representative co-host. So you're getting me and Colby, baby.
Heck
and
yeah.
Listen, I already know what you guys are thinking. You're like, haha, Dan and Colby are about to get and so Dan and Colby are about to be eliminated immediately. It doesn't even matter. Well, you know what? Listen, it's all on you guys because we know how biased you are. So from now on, we're going a point system, baby. We're going a point system. So you're going to hear mine and Colby's takes, whether or not that you like it or not, baby. All right. First place for every single vote is going to be 5 points. Second place receives 3 points, and last place receives 1, meaning that you're hearing all of our takes regardless of each and every single topic. I love it. What's going on, boys?
What's going on, boys? It's week 1. What do you mean what's going on, boys? We're 1 week away.
Christmas Eve the entire week.
From football, baby.
It's better than Christmas Eve.
You're right. It is better. It is better.
Oh, my God. It really, really is. Guys, listen, once again, we really appreciate you tuning in on our Monday show. This is every single Monday where you're going to see all of our faces. Hit that like button. It's completely free. It takes less than a second. And it helps push this show out to the YouTube algorithm where more people can watch all 6 and normally 8 of us yell at each other for about an hour. But, boys, without further ado, let's just go on ahead and just get into the damn first round, baby. Let's get into it.
Shout out to Alec. He's here for Doug.
He's here for DW.
All right.
DW. Dougly Do Wrong.
We'll see. All right, so let's get things going, baby.
Let's do it. Without further ado, as many of you guys know, I am the host of the show, and we are going to bring in the Jets team. Boys. We got a lot on the table, baby. Listen, man. And so y'all's fans, bro, have been fucking roasting me on Twitter past couple of days.
You're asking for it, though. You know it.
Oh, yeah, man. Most definitely.
You're asking for it.
I have to. Listen, man, you know what? Like, I'm sincerely hoping that I'm right, because if not, it's going to be a rough week, too, for me, at least for the first couple of days. So
I sent the Jets army your way. You're welcome.
Oh, that was you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was me.
That was you that sent
I mean,
it.
if I see a lie that you say, I gotta humble you quickly. I can't see lies. Trash talk is fine, but lies?
The lies, baby? Hey, man, listen. Things about to happen.
You know what this man said on Twitter, Ryan? Do I have to
What do you say? I want to hear this.
He said that the reason the Jets beat Josh Allen, the reason why Josh Allen was not good against the Jets is because he was dealing with an elbow injury.
Caused by Bryce Huff at the end of the game.
Second to last play of the game. So he was healthy the entire game.
Oh, it's amazing. Man. He took off his red nose to host this, the show right now. No little squeaky toy.
So that's a legend. Who has that fucking soundboard? Oh, okay, listen.
We're in the new studio. Things are leveling up over here in Jets Media because guess what, Ryan? Guess what? That's going to be week 1, baby. And Dan's going to witness it. He's going to hear it. It's going to be loud. Oh, my God. All right. I got to contain myself.
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring up the first question, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said, at the end of this first round, we are going to be voting on which takes you like the most. So definitely make sure that you give them nothing but your undivided attention as we discuss, oh my God, why will your team win week 1? I'm going to go ahead and put 2 minutes on the clock, and we're going to start off with Richie. Go ahead.
Why will our team win week 1? Well, the New York Jets is going to win in week number 1 against the Buffalo Bills because the New York Jets are going to win the AFC East, and I'm here to say that I've been consistent with this take all offseason, so don't make it seem like all of a sudden I'm hopping on the Jets winning the AFC East, and don't even get me started. I never said the Jets will win the AFC East last year, didn't say it the year prior, didn't say it the 3 years prior. This is my first time saying it with this much confidence. This is the game that the New York Jets let the world know that we're freaking here. And I think the biggest reason why the New York Jets is going to win in week 1 is because of our defense going up against the Buffalo Bills offense. I think that is the strength of this matchup that these New York Jets have. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any stretch. I think it's going to be competitive. That's going to go down to the last wire. And I think it's going to be Josh Allen having the ball with the chance to win the game in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, and he doesn't get it done Bryce Huff comes off the edge, strip sack, game freaking over on repeat, baby. I think it's going to be a defensive battle on both ends. I don't expect this Jets offense to come out of the gate on fire and clicking on all cylinders just yet. I think there'll be some explosive plays. I think it's going to be a final score 24-20, New York Football Jets. And I really think the biggest reason for it is, again, the way this Jets defense is just going to be humming by week one. I mean, you heard DJ Reed speak to the media today, and he's going everywhere because he compared this Jets football team on defense to the 85 Bears and the 2013 Legion of Boom, and let everyone laugh at that because people don't really understand what this Jets defense has been doing and how freaking ready they are to go. Year 3 in this system, dogs all over the place. The hype is around Aaron Rodgers, right? Everyone's like, oh, the Jets, so much overhype of Rodgers. He's washed up. No, the reason why there's so much hype is because of the defense mixed with Rodgers. So don't get it twisted. This defense is ready. And Josh Allen will make his plays, but he also turned the ball over just enough for the Jets to win.
Good use of 2 minutes, Richie. Oh, Dan doesn't even know how to turn on his own mic. That's how shook he is right now.
Dan mutes himself just over and over. Come on, Dan.
It's so we didn't have to hear him cry.
Oh my God. Listen, man, I cannot wait for Monday. Go ahead, my friend. 2 minutes on the clock.
All right, so I'm gonna play a little bit of throw the Bills a little bit of props. I think we are going to have an easier time than I already thought we were going to have with the Bills, mainly because Von Miller's not playing. I think that is a huge benefit for the New York Jets with an offensive line that hasn't played together as a unit yet. We still haven't seen Dwayne Brown on the left-hand side. I mean, I guess we'll have Billy Turner in at left tackle, so that unit has played together to some extent. But I do think that the Jets' offensive line is going to take a little bit of time to get going. So having Von Miller out this week, while I don't necessarily want to see it because I don't want to have the excuse of oh, Von Miller was out, that's why we didn't win. I want to hit you at top strength. I want us to be at top strength. I want to see the best team win, which is the Jets. But I do think that the Jets can beat the Bills and will beat the Bills. I mean, last year, look, we were without Breece Hall, AVT, Corey Davis, and Josh Allen, threw 2 interceptions. Look, Zach Wilson threw 150 yards on a beautiful day. I got Bills Twitter getting mad at me saying oh, you think you could beat the Bills? Be like, do I think Aaron Rodgers could throw more than 150 yards and we get, our top running back, our top offensive lineman back, let alone getting Mekhi Becton healthy and on the field? This is the first time we're seeing these two legitimately next to each other. And I think the Jets are going to run the ball down the Bills' throat. They're not going to let Josh Allen have the ball with time, on the clock. We're going to try and eat as much time as possible and just try to kill you with 1,000 cuts. We're not going to try and do any of these long, deep developing passes down the field. It's going to be death by 1,000 paper cuts. And it's going to be these little 5-yard, 10-yard, little dink and dunk type things. And then when you're caught sleeping, we're going to pop you over the top. And that's what's going to happen. And like Richie said, our defense is no joke. If we have a lead heading into the fourth quarter, we're going to pin our our edge rushers' ears back. Good luck. We're going
Release
for
the psychos.
With 9 seconds to spare. Oh man, I can't wait for my turn.
I think the Jets representatives deserves a
There you go. All right, Jets fans, thank you so much for your contribution of delusion this evening. Let's go ahead and bring in our Dolphins fans. Speaking of delusion, what's going on, boys?
Do we get sounds?
No, not at all. That's what we get for allowing Richie to be the producer on one of these shows. That and Ryan, you know what I mean?
Here's your sound, Doug. Here's your sound.
Expected.
Those are the only sounds that were allowed for any other team in this situation.
He's influencing the vote.
Dude, he is. He is, man. This show is, I would say, the most rigged in all of YouTube, but is what it is. You know what? I enjoy doing it because these people are hearing our takes regardless. Anyway, guys, you guys are facing off against the LA Chargers. Certainly a difficult game. However, let's start off with Doug. Doug, 2 minutes on the clock. Why are the Dolphins bringing home a dub week 1?
This is a revenge game. This is the game that Tua has to come out and show why last year on prime time was a fluke. That he can come out and he can do what he needs to do against this defense. Now, yes, they did the things they needed to do. They pressed. They took away the middle of the field. It's a completely different offense now. Not completely different in the aspect of the scheme, but you saw during preseason, Tua's being smarter. He's checking the ball down. He's not forcing it down the field anymore. He's smarter with the ball, plus the defense. We played them towards the middle to end of the season with a horrible defensive coordinator in Josh Boyer. We have Vic Fangio, who's one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL. We have a healthy secondary minus Jalen Ramsey. We have a good pass rush, David Long Jr. is going to be shutting down that run. I'm very confident in the way they're going to play, and I'm very confident because for 2 weeks they've been preparing for this game. It's not a 2-game trip on the West Coast. I'm very confident in this, and I think they're going to play smart, sound football. Do I think it's a blowout? No. But I do think that the Dolphins are going to pull off this win, and, Tua's going to get that monkey off his back, and he's going to continue to just ride through it. It's going to be a good game, and I think the Dolphins are going to pull this one off.
Oh, 45 seconds to spare, man. That sounds like confidence to me right there, Doug. And I like that. In fact, I did pick the Dolphins to cover the money line.
Nice.
To win this game as well. I'm rooting for you guys. No, I'm not. Anyway, TD, go ahead.
Why will the Miami Dolphins win week 1? Because we have to. We have to. This is the redemption game. I've been saying that it's a redemption game for Tua, but it's actually the redemption game for this whole organization. And it starts at the top whenever you talk about Mike McDaniel. Truth be told, some could argue he got out-coached last time. But it's not about when you lose and you're defeated. It's how you react when you get another shot at it. In week 1, Mike McDaniel gets the opportunity to show that he knows how to adjust. He knows how to correct his mistakes of the past so that he can, get on his trajectory of being one of the greatest coaches in the NFL, undisputed. Then you go down the next level and you talk about the defensive coordinator and Vic Fangio. Truth be told, in my opinion, the defense didn't play awfully terrible last year, given the fact that they were always in the play, but they got beat all day. It was tight coverage, but you still got beat. And we need our playmakers to show up and actually make plays, not just be there and say it was solid, but better offense beats better defense. No, we need plays to be made. And Vic Fangio's scheme is supposed to bring those elements to this team. Taking it down a notch, you go to Tua Tagovailoa. The game wasn't – I've actually slowed down myself in saying that was Tua's worst game. Truth be told, he didn't have a great game, but it wasn't just his fault. Those corners actually did a number on our wide receivers. If we want to truly be honest, they really shut those guys down. Tyreek said it today. It was the first time in that offense and things like that. So we look for Tua, Tyreek, and Waddle, those being the 3 monsters right there to correct their mistakes from before. And last thing before we go, we got to run the ball well, and we will, and we'll win the game.
Oh, wow, man. TD, yo, is this
Super Bowl?
And so is this, I was about to be like, this is clearly the TD from your actual channel joining us today, man. I was expecting a lot more energy. I'm a little
Super Bowl, baby.
Anyway, let's go ahead and bring in Richie as the co-moderator here, and then bring in my teammate. Colby!
Dan, check if there's an echo real quick. Do you hear an echo?
I don't hear an echo at all, man.
I fixed it. Let's go.
Let's light it up, Dan. Let's light it up.
That was an absolute. Oh my god, that was an.
All right. Well, that was an interesting take from the Dolphins. Absolutely love Doug and TD. Love them. All right. Well, we're gonna start off with Colby because we're just gonna hear nonsense from Dan why he thinks. I don't really want to hear that. Colby. Now I know the Patriots. They're not the favorites in this. You're going up against the reigning NFC champions. But tell us how these New England Patriots could potentially pull off the upset and win this game. Clock starts now.
Yeah, Richie. First off, thank you for not putting me in a bad place to be stupid and try to tell you why the Patriots will win this game, because I genuinely don't believe the Patriots are, but I think this is going to be a much closer game than much people are going to give it credit for. Straight off the bat, this is going to be at Gillette Stadium. Playing at Gillette Stadium is a very hard place, and to come here week one on the road is already a tough opponent, not to mention the fact that this is Brady's reunion game. So the Patriots, the fans, the players, everybody from the coaches, they're all going to be extra motivated to win this game. Not to mention the big factor, though, that the Patriots have an offensive coordinator. Congratulations. In case you didn't know, welcome to football. In order to win a game, you have to put points up on the board. Patriots were not able to do that last year because they didn't have an offensive coordinator. They had a defensive coordinator trying to lead their plays. They have Bill O'Brien in here. They're running a lot more RPOs in practice, which is something that Mac Jones did heavily in college and which is why he was so successful. So I think we're going to see the Patriots offense be a lot more successful. Obviously, a much better 1-2 punch in terms of the run game, too, that they're going to rely on with Ramondre Stevenson and Zeke Elliott. So every phase of this offense, I do think, has gotten better. So the Patriots obviously aren't able to match up in terms of punch for punch with the Patriots offense to the Eagles offense, but they'll be able to at least put points up on the board much more substantially than they were able to last year. And then, of course, the big factor is that if there's any time the Patriots were going to win this game against the Eagles, it was going to be week 1 because it's a fresh start for absolutely everybody. The Patriots have some new faces, but guess what? So do the Eagles. I mean, they lost a lot of key players. There's a lot of new players and a lot of rookies on this team. And I don't think that everybody's going to be acclimated week 1. And this goes for every NFL team. So I think this is going to be a much closer game at the end of the day, and it could be anybody's game.
Good take from Colby there. I respect that. Big time. All right, guys, just a reminder, we got Colby and Dan as a team today. The Patriots and the Bills are uniting. Wow, who would have thought? Dan, tell us why the Buffalo Bills are going to win week 1 in your eyes.
So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. For the past couple of days, I've been on Twitter and I've been sort of discussing about how I'm still confident in the Buffalo Bills winning during week 1. And you know what? I've been getting a lot of flack from Jets fans, and I'm happy for you guys. You're confident, finally. Have Aaron Rodgers, great quarterback, great defense. But the thing that is really bothering me is that everyone is flexing that they kept the games of the Bills so close based off of the fact that our team was in absolute body bags this year, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, our team was so injured, both matchups on both sides of the ball, but that's completely outside of it. I did hear Ryan come in when he was talking about, hey, listen, so Von Miller's not going to be out there. That's going to suck. Let me remind you of a couple of things. Number one, we have a third-year Gregory Rousseau who has been going up and up and up as far as his pressures are concerned, as far as his sacks. Last year, he had 8. Definitely seeing something significant this year. Then we go on ahead and grab a guy by the name of Leonard Floyd, right out of Los Angeles Rams, averaged 10-plus sacks the past 3 years. Listen, I'm not concerned about our pass rush whatsoever. And then also, please remember that this is going to be the first time where you are going to see Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White all out there, fully healthy, ready to go out there and bring the sauce against Garrett Wilson, Lazard, and Aaron Rodgers, who's going to take a couple of games to get situated with. I choose the Buffalo Bills based off of continuity alone. And at the end of the day, when it comes in with Josh Allen, listen, he has those nice little weapons where he's going to be able to really leverage a lot of that young Dalton Kincaid up in the middle, attempt to take advantage of that middle linebacker, that linebacker core from that. It's not going to be an exciting game. It's going to be a defensive absolute battle, but I have enough where I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win. Like Richie said, Josh Allen has possession at the end of the game. And you know what? Instead of him blowing it, it's going to be fireworks, baby. Buffalo Bills win with 10 seconds left on the clock. 13 seconds.
Oh, 13 seconds. Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 13 seconds, baby.
I like the confidence, man. You got to have confidence. I mean, we all have our teams winning week 1, besides TD and Colby.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different there.
TD don't have his team winning.
I'm kidding. I know, TD. You love your.
And so then that next week, like, there's probably going to be, And so then that following morning, there's going to be like some headline being like, Bills YouTuber has been missing. Walking out of the New York Jets Stadium.
Dan, I'm going to protect you on the way out, on the way out of the stadium after the Jets beat the Bills. Don't worry.
Man. Give you a Mark Sanchez jersey to throw on or something like that. Get your ass out of the stadium.
Yeah. Just give me a poncho or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm just going to throw something on, you know?
All right. I'm going to put the poll up. Jets.
Hey, Richie, when we go to this event, we can't let Dan drink, man. He going to have all us fighting for him. Cause he gonna start getting that.
You guys will go
drunk,
viral.
He gonna be that drunk Twitter guy, man.
He's gonna head to Twitter and just let everybody know that, hey, meet me here. The Bills are.
You'll meet me out of lot C, dude. Let's go.
This game didn't count. Our wasn't healthy. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all take my phone like midway through. Game. Like, regardless of what happens. Thank you.
Comes in with the super chat. 6 days until we see the Dolphins lose. Patriots on top. Super Bowl, baby.
Man, look at the avatar. I'm sick of these people, man. I'm gonna start charging y'all.
You're gonna copyright them for your picture,
bro. I'm tired of these people. Like,
it's like, I want to copyright this one picture right here.
So I think it's the same guy.
Oh my goodness.
Jimmy Casket with the $5. As an honest Bills fan, I just pray Josh Allen doesn't get over 3 turnovers just like he always does. It's going to be a rough day for our offense. Yeah, Jimmy, I agree. You're an honest Bills fan.
He's an honest Bill. Dude,
He's a
I
Jets
swear to
fan,
God,
by
like
the way.
there
Yeah.
are variants of Jimmy.
He's got a
Gaskins.
Brooklyn Nets logo. He's a New York fan.
Oh no, he's a weekly caller. He's a Patreon member. We all know he's a Jets fan, so he's just trolling. Jimmy, shout out, man. We appreciate it. And guys, vote. We got the poll live in the chat. DF Forever Lascelles says, Jets got off easy last year, other than Josh Allen. Oh wait, this is not Lascelles. Sorry, he's awesome. LA. Hush TD. Jets had easy quarterbacks to face, an easy schedule. Jets going to get smacked. New England cheats. Tua, meh.
Man. I like
yeah,
that.
I mean that quarterback Josh Allen was really easy.
Why I got a hush? What are you talking about?
We all know.
Oh,
He beat
Josh
Josh
Allen. He mentioned Josh Allen. Yeah, you
Yeah,
better
yeah,
hush.
yeah. Yeah.
Why is he hushing you,
It
TD?
was
Watch your P's and Q's, TD. Watch your
Because
P's.
anything,
Yeah, it was,
these people,
it was
I
the
don't know why
schedule
they worship Josh Allen like he actually competent, like he's actually a good quarterback. Oh, I can't wait for week 1, Richie.
Ooh,
Let
we're
me
gonna see
stop.
it live, baby. Oh my gosh,
Oh.
it's beautiful.
You can be
Guys,
right in my
make sure you hit
backyard.
that poll.
How
Yeah,
far are
Doug,
you
you
from the
should've pulled
stadium,
up.
Doug?
Half hour?
Really?
Close.
You gotta come.
That close?
Yeah,
Come
I'm
to the
pretty-
You have a
tailgate.
half hour?
yeah, I'm not that far from Jet Stadium.
Doug, you're closer to me than I thought you were.
I'm sitting there thinking it's
shit,
like
you're out
2
this way, too?
hours or something, bro.
No.
Dude,
Doug
you
and I were
should've
like
pulled
15
up.
minutes apart.
So what?
Yeah.
at one
Why
point.
haven't we told Doug to be there, Ryan? So Ryan, you're gonna be there, right?
I'm gonna be there now.
Ryan
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
try.
be
I'm
there.
gonna try and make it.
Oh man.
You will, Doug?
Yeah, I'll try and make it.
So y'all
All
are
right,
coming
man.
to the tailgate party. Ryan, you're coming to the tailgate party?
Hell yeah.
Hey, Richie, is the game sold out?
Dude.
Yeah, our tickets are sold out, but you guys can get tickets probably. I mean, if Doug actually wants to go to the game, we can't get him game tickets, but he could probably find tickets in our same section near us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like pull up to the tailgate. Tailgate tickets are still available. By the way, if you guys are going to week 1 and you want to come to the AFC East Roundtable tailgate hosted by Gotham City Crew, we are going live from the event, from the tailgate. Us 4, plus hopefully Ryan will make an appearance as a guest guy. Doug would be awesome.
Doug, if you can
Colby
come,
won't
man,
be
that'd be
making it,
dope.
unfortunately. We
And
wish
so
he
Z-Bot's
was.
coming too. So
Z-Bot's
Z-Bot's
going to
coming.
be
Nice.
there. So it's
Yep.
going to be an AFC
The whole
Roundtable
crew.
meetup.
The whole crew.
So- and Jack will be there. Ryan,
Almost
we need
next
you there, man. We need you to be
Hell
in
yeah.
lot J3 for that show.
Always
Yeah,
park
man.
there. Best parking
That's big
spot.
time.
Let's freaking go, man. I'm so excited. All right, let's
Oh,
see
man.
what this poll's looking like.
Yeah, what's the ball looking like?
Good guys in the lead.
Surprise.
And the
Surprise.
poll are in the lead.
Who?
Oh, no, Richie, you know what?
it's
You
tied.
cannot do that.
Who's in the lead?
It did
It
it tie?
was 37-36.
This is
See?
a tie. I
Hey,
was joking.
Richie tried to close it right when it was
He did.
37-36.
I
Oh,
did that on
man.
purpose. It was tied. All right, so how did we work this? The Jets and the Dolphins tied, and then the Dan and Colby comes last.
Say 3 points to the winners. So Dolphins
3?
and Jets. And
What
then
happened to
one
5?
point to second place.
The one
What
time we
happened
come
to
together,
place?
y'all can't vote.
All right,
3-2.
we get 5 each, and then you guys get 3.
It's okay. That's only 2. On the comeback. On the
Hey.
comeback.
Hey, we're back on it, baby.
That's strategic.
I love being a dark horse.
Hey, man, that's what it's all about. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. If you guys are not already subscribed to the AFC's Roundtable, please make sure you do so. We are inching close to 9,000 subscribers. We're probably not going to hit it by week 1, but we do feel like the 9K mark is doable. Screw 9K. We want 10K mid-season. So, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're not already. And more importantly, actually, you're subscribed to me, you're subscribed to Dan, you're subscribed to TD. But if you're not subscribed to Ryan from Jets Talk 24/7, Douglas Do Wrong representing the Miami Dolphins, and Colby over there at Patriots Global, please make sure you guys show some love to their channels. They do a
Yes.
phenomenal job, and it's a great, great time, baby. So make sure you guys show love to their respective channels. It really helps out all of our stuff. Great community here. And we're at 146 likes. You guys think we get to 200 likes before we enter round number 2 or what?
I think we
Come
get
on.
to 250.
Easy.
Come on now.
Light work.
462 people watching and only 148
Doug, they say you
likes.
got on a Mac Jones shirt.
I love it.
Yeah, the man.
The Joker. It's all right. They'll see. They'll see this season.
Jet It Out says Dolphins fans have their parents and girlfriends voting.
Yep.
Rigged. Called
Boy,
out.
y'all
Rigged.
Jets
The
fans
show, yo,
are
dude. The show's rigged,
scared.
bro.
TD's working on kid like 12 over there, trying to get all the votes in.
Hey,
You know-
listen, matter of fact, I just thought about that. They should be voting right now.
I do got to give show
Kids
some
in.
love, though.
Vote right
because
now.
Dolphins fans have been running this YouTube channel in the chat since we started. Like, even like when they lose, the Dolphins fans represent, and that's just a testament to TD's just greatness that he has with his YouTube channel, because it's obviously not because the Dolphins are playing good. The fan base is so loyal. So I got to give Dolphins fans a lot of credit because you guys definitely show up.
But on the flip side, that gives us an opportunity to talk about how disloyal the Jets fans, the Buffalo fans, and the Patriots fans are on this channel, because every time y'all winning, y'all up in here talking your trash, and as soon as you lose, your percentage drop by a minimum of 15%. Where you're at? Win, lose, or draw? Where the real fans at? Yeah,
we're here, bro.
Always TD need to shut his mouth. TD, yeah, and then you disappear. I give the Jets week 5. They gonna disappear because they gonna implode, and I give Buffalo about week 9 because they gonna think they still have hope until Josh Allen hit his 30th interception. Ooh. So it's just a matter of time. Kobe, we don't really care about the Patriots.
Yeah. I was like, what about us? But then I was like, I guess right? It's all right.
We're gonna sneak in.
Sorry, we'll talk mid-season when we're on the rise up. It's okay. And y'all are like, oh shoot.
Louis with the super chat. Dolphins beat the Chargers. Bills and Jets tie. Oh my God, imagine that. The Patriots are definitely losing. First place week 1.
Luis, he's coming in hot.
I would hate a tie, by the way.
I would love
be
a
so
tie.
frustrating.
That would be beautiful.
So dumb when it comes to like tiebreakers and stuff and
I
playoffs.
feel like that's the best for a Dolphins and Patriots fan for us to tie. No,
that would be so.
Well,
beautiful.
definitely it is.
Well, no, because if we have the same amount of wins, I think you guys go above because
we have less losses. Yeah,
so dumb.
So it's technically,
but it depends. But otherwise, one of the other teams could have more wins.
That's true.
But having the tie is like.
But yeah, they would have more wins though if it's like the same. But I get it. It don't matter. We're winning 18 games. So. Even on our bye week.
Even on the bye week. On the bye week. All right, ladies and gents. The audience has spoken. I can't say I'm surprised by the results. However, let's move on to round 2. Once again, and this time I want to start off with the Dolphins guys.
Finally,
I do want to start off with the Dolphins guys. I do want to start off with these Dolphins guys right here, baby. What's going on, gents?
What's going on, bud?
Super Bowl.
Hey, man. There he is. There he is, man. Listen, we're getting all the variants today, ladies and gents. But anyway, let's go ahead and knock into question number 2 of the evening. And a lot of it is, what is your hottest take for your team heading on into the season, baby? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 minutes on the clock, and I want to hear from TD Bills.
I will not acknowledge that. You might as well start my timer over. Anything related to Josh Allen, I do not accept. Can you start my time over, please?
Start again. Go ahead.
Hey, listen. Hottest take for me, Tua Tagovailoa winning the MVP. I believe that is the hottest take. The reason why is because, let me tell you something. I've been very vocal on my channel that I don't believe Tua Tagovailoa is a franchise quarterback. But what I can tell you is I have seen some things from Tua that I didn't even think was possible. That's enough in itself. I'm going to tell you now, if he gets through this week 1 and he absolutely does his thing and lights it up, I personally don't feel, why can't he be? Why can't he keep on that trajectory? Because what the defense that the Chargers play has been since he's come into the league, his arch nemesis, and eventually, if you're ever going to be the guy, you have to graduate from it. You have to finally break through the barrier. And I feel like week 1 is the revenge week. And if this man absolutely does his thing and does his job, for the first time I know for myself, I would start to believe. I would start to believe in his long-term success in this league. And that's why it's a hot take, and I will know early in the season, week 1 Chargers game, he do his thing. Tua Tagovailoa could easily win the MVP. Because you break through a game like that, it tells me the bad games you had last season, if those were good games, which they'll be this year if you break through, those are MVP numbers. It's going to be MVP numbers. And at the end of the day, who better? It's that comeback story to me. And that is my hottest take. Tua Tagovailoa breaking through the wall that has plagued him for 3 years for whatever reason. But he breaks through, And next thing you know, you're looking at this man as a serious MVP, not a 3-game, 5-game stretch.
Man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Doug Lee Durong.
My hot take going into this season, yes, there's the Tua. And that's a big one. That's why I was glad you went first. I'm like, if he doesn't do Tua, I'm doing Tua. If he does Tua, I got the other one.
I don't know if I did it justice, but
my hot take is that the Miami Dolphins will have a top 5 rushing offense. If you look at the way Kyle Shanahan's offense runs, that first year is very, and then that second year, they're always top 5, top 10 in that rushing offense. When you look at all the different coaches that ran that style of offense, I think the Miami Dolphins start to really get it rolling. We saw in preseason, you had Ahmed bouncing to the outside, taking big chunk yardage. You see Raheem Mostert. You know for a fact that the Miami Dolphins are really focusing on the running game. Go after Dalvin Cook, go after Josh Jacobs, go after Jonathan Taylor, go after Saquon Barkley. Like, how many running backs are they going to go after? Because they know what's important. If Tua is going to have that MVP season, well, he needs to have a good run game so it's not all put on him and the DBs keep dropping back on him. So I think my hot take is the offensive line gets it somewhat together. They don't have to be perfect, just somewhat. And I think the Miami Dolphins have a top 5 or top 10 rushing offense, and it just coincides with what TD said. And Tua has that MVP season. Bing, bang, boom. How you doing?
Damn.
don't forget the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Super Bowl. 30 seconds left to go. Bring on the Jets, baby. Bring on the Jets, man. Oh, dude, listen. Man, Richie, I remember when we used to be friends, man.
Oh yeah, I don't know who you are until after Monday.
And so I feel like that, like, we have some animosity slowly but surely building throughout the past couple of years. Me and Ryan have been cool, though. Ryan hasn't come after me yet.
It's just this week, Dan. It's screw Dan Mitchell this week.
It's
That's what it is. Hashtag screw Dan Mitchell and the whole Buffalo Bills organization this week.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it. All right.
And it's all love, Bills fans, by the way. It's just, don't take it personal. Come on.
Yeah. It's just screw your team and screw Dan Mitchell. You know what I mean? I love it. All right. Anyway, starting off with Ryan, 2 minutes, man. What's your hottest take for your team heading into the season?
Steal mine, Ryan.
All right, hottest take for the New York Jets this season. Now we're talking hot take for the season. What's going to happen?
Yep.
Jets arguably have one of the best running back rooms in the league. They got arguably one of the best cornerback rooms in the league. They got one of the best defensive lines in the league. By season's end, we're going to be talking about just how good this offensive line is. Mekhi Becton's playing all season long next to AVT. That right side is going to be ground and pound, baby. There is no one going to step in front of those guys, and we're just going to run over them the entire season. Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook will both eclipse 1,000 yards on the season. It's going to be absolutely wild because Rodgers is going to have the capacity to not turn the ball over, to push the ball down the field. So we're not going to see loaded boxes anymore. Jets are going to have to run clock, run time throughout the course of each game to try and get out of the game because we're going to be up by so much. That's what's going to happen. And our offensive line is going to be a weakness right now. It's going to be the strength at the end of the season, and it's going to be something that Jet fans are like not even going to see coming because right now it's been a lot of doom and gloom for the Jet fans on the offensive line. The in and out of tackles and not having the same starting 5 together. We've got Joe Tippmann, who we drafted. He could slot in at any position on the offensive line in the interior. You have tackles that have played left and right side. There's so much versatility that I think the Jets are going to be able to mix and match the best 5 offensive linemen. And by season's end, it's going to wind up being a strength for the New York Jets.
Man,
Love that take.
with 33 seconds ready to go. Richie, 2 minutes.
I love that take, Ryan, because it feels like the whole world just assumes our offensive line's trash. Keep that up. If we're healthy, we're about to be elite. My hot take, and remember, it is a hot take, which is why it's scorching hot. Garrett Wilson, Offensive Player of the Year award this freaking season. Aaron Rodgers is literally turning Garrett Wilson into his version of Devontae Adams. He's getting the Devontae Adams treatment. And what that basically means is volume. Targets on targets on targets. And it's going to be all about reading the defense. Whatever the defense shows, Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson is going to have an answer for it. No matter what defensive look that you show, they will have an answer. And it's going to be adjusted at the line of scrimmage. If you guys have watched Aaron Rodgers throughout his entire career, that's what makes him so good. The nonverbal communication, and that was him and Adams. What made Aaron Rodgers MVP? What made Adams one of the best receivers in the NFL with the Packers? it is that nonverbal communication. You saw it on such a small sample size in the preseason against the Giants. The first play of the game, it's man coverage, stacking the box. The corner's playing off. Let's adjust the play. Quick pass to Garrett Wilson, first down. Later on in the drive, you're in the red zone. The cornerback's now pressing up on Garrett Wilson without safety help. Okay, this is a run play. Let's adjust to a fade route into the end zone. Easy, dime, touchdown. Garrett Wilson might not win Offensive Player of the Year. I know it's a hot take, but I definitely feel more comfortable saying he will be a top 5 receiver in the NFL this season simply because of the talent that he possesses, his ability to get in and out of his breaks, his twitchiness, his athleticism. I mean, I went to every single Jets open practice, and it's really different when you get to see players with your own eyes practice and how they just athletically look in person, whereas you just look up on your phone and highlights and film and stuff. When you see players with your own eyes, you really get a good understanding of these players' athleticism. And Garrett Wilson, every single time I was at practice, I was just moved by the way this man moves with the football in his hands. His athleticism, his twitchiness, his ability to make people miss in the open field, get open, you name it. Garrett Wilson's going crazy this year, baby. Let's freaking go.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Jets.
Oh, man. All right, Richie. Just go
Dan,
with the moderator. Come on.
This soundboard's dangerous for you guys, by the way.
It really is. I like the soundboard, as a matter of fact. I'm going to have to
I
invest.
get one of those for myself.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm talking
dangerous.
about,
I don't
man.
know about
I would
that,
love to give
guys.
the wah. I would love to give the wah.
That's for
Into
you.
Richie and TD specifically. I love it.
All right.
Anyway,
Those are our hot takes, boys.
onward.
Let's hear yours. Colby, starting with you. Hottest take for the New England Patriots this year. Something that no one sees coming but you.
All right. Well, let's get everybody butthurt in the chat and let them reminisce on what it was like for them growing up, especially you, Dan, because I know you like to hit on this a lot. The New England Patriots are going to somehow squeeze into the playoffs. One of the last spots the Patriots squeeze into. Now, hear me out. Am I saying that they are going to win a playoff game? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're going to squeeze into playing into the playoffs. And why do I think that? Whether Patriots fans or any other fans want to believe it, Belichick in one way or another is on a level of the hot seat. Robert Kraft over the last 2 years has come out vocally talking about how he's not happy with this team's inability to win and their inability to make the postseason. Since Brady has left, the Patriots made the postseason once, and that was against the Buffalo Bills, and that was the second or third biggest blowout in the last 10 years of the postseason. Now, they've been close the other 2 years, but they still didn't make it. Not to mention that they haven't won a postseason game since winning Super Bowl 53. At the end of the day, Kraft is not happy, and I think that Belichick is going to get some of his duties taken away, if not even potentially fired at the end of the season, depending on how things go, if he does not make the postseason. We can talk about winning. Thanks for your text messages, Richie. We can talk about winning, and that's a totally different thing, but I think that somehow they will squeeze into it. With a incredibly worse team last year, they still almost were able to squeeze into a playoff spot. They were one game away, and I think with a much revamped offense and a much revamped team in general, I think that they will somehow squeeze their way into that last playoff spot for the AFC.
You know what, Colby?
Oh, he's getting it.
Thank you.
That was a good
I
take,
needed that.
man. That was an
appreciate that,
unbiased, that was a hot take, but you had some realistic approach there, and I like that one.
Appreciate that.
Let's hear Dan's hot take for the Buffalo Bills this year. Clock starts now.
All right, let's talk about it. Listen, there's no doubt that the AFC East is absolutely stacked with some incredible defenses, but I'm going to go out off on a limb and say, listen, it's not going to be the Patriots that have the best defense in the AFC East, not the Jets, not the Dolphins. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills, baby. I feel like everybody and their mother just completely forgets of the talent that we have on this team, not only from the pass rush perspective, but the secondary as well. And then also at the exact same time, Leslie Frazier, that guy that loved lining DBs 9 yards off the line of scrimmage and allowing really any sort of wide receiver trio just to absolutely chew you up right in the middle of the field, that death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's going to be completely out of left field. I have so much confidence in Sean McDermott to really implement the system that he had in Carolina when he brought them to the Super Bowl back in 2015 with the pieces that he has at his place to really shock the world. Now, listen, I think that all defenses are very similar as far as talent is concerned, but I feel like the missing piece was the Bills just needed the right absolute commander. I'm even going to go as far because one of the largest struggles we have had in a very, very long time had to be with that run defense. All right. Now, listen, I know that losing Tremaine Edmonds was certainly tough, but when I tell you, after watching tape on Taylor Rapp, and do mind you, so the Bills are going to be seeing quite a bit of 3 safety sets and only 2 linebackers out there, especially against run-heavy teams this year. The amount and the way that I salivate watching how well that he can shoot through gaps and really completely mess up a running back behind the line, regardless of who they are, I see improvements across the board. I'm still high about the Christian Kirksey signing as well. I really am. Yes, I see the same amount of production as we saw from Edmonds last year. And this guy, if the Buffalo Bills defense can stay healthy, we will have the best statistical season throughout this entire AFC East. And I can't wait to be sitting on my soapbox and to be the one to tell you that I told you so. I love it.
Well, Dan.
He didn't like that take. Oh, man. Oh, man. There's nothing I can say.
Oh, man.
We'll bring the boys back in the house.
I'm happy I got a little cheer, though. As long as I got a little cheer, that's what matters.
Hey, man, listen. It's a hot take for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot take for a reason.
The assignment. I think we all understood the assignment.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
All right, now it's time to make the poll go live of who you guys feel like had the best round number 2. The poll is live as we talk right now, but we do have a proud sponsor to get into, folks, as you guys vote. Dan, who might that be?
That's going to have to be BetUS, man. In fact, that's going to have to be the best sports book on the damn internet. And by the way, listen, you know what? I'm not saying that I'm a college football aficionado, but I did win quite a huge parlay during week 1 of college football, and I was absolutely jazzed. And the beautiful part about it is that when I put my initial deposit down, they matched it to 125%. I put down 100, I had $225 in there to play around with. And it's not just college football, it's NFL, baby. In fact, those bets are live right now, week 1. All right, whether or not that you want to bet on any of the teams that you're obviously rooting for as of right now, like the Dolphins, as you can see, have a spread of about 3 points, have an over-under situation. Quite frankly, I'm just going with the money line here because I'm terrified of a spread that is that small. It's fantastic. I'm talking player prop bets. I'm talking over-unders. I'm talking point spreads. I'm talking standard money lines. All right, guys, listen. So many of you are so confident in this chat. So many of you are so confident. I see it in there hiding behind your screen. Start posting your bet slips, baby. Start posting your damn bet slips. And the best thing you can include on this bet slip is 1,010%. 1,010% going with plus 4.5 for the New England Patriots, because that game's going to be a hell of a lot closer than a lot of people want to say.
Yes,
maybe. I kind of want to get the you guys' thoughts of these games as you guys are voting. Guys, vote who won round number 2. It is live right now in the chat. But let's start off with this game. Colby, if there is something here that you feel comfortable putting some money on, whether it's the Patriots at plus 4.5, you over or under, what do you think you feel comfortable putting your money on for this game?
Yeah, Richie. So this is something that I even touched upon my channel. If you guys are subscribed, you'll know that I'm big on this week. And that's the fact that this game is going to be under 45. Week 1, these offenses are never ready. It's never a blowout game. These offenses are never putting up several points that are above expected. I don't think that the Patriots offense is going to put up as much points, and I don't think the Eagles offense is going to be stellar yet. It's going to take them a couple weeks to get ready and acclimated. So I'm pretty confident. I'm very confident. In fact, I'm putting this bet myself. That's how confident I am that this is going to be under 45 points.
Wow. In fact, I'm not going to lie to you. I really think that it's going to be an under on this situation as well. I really do. And so I feel like, that Pats defense is definitely going to hold Philly down to week 1. It's week 1, and so they're going to be rusty. And I mean, no offense, Colby, but I really don't see the Pats, throwing up a lot of points in this situation. So the unders, easy money.
Dude, disrespect. Doug, I want to get your thoughts. Here's the line for week number 1 for the Dolphins and the Chargers. Where do you feel comfortable? Do you think the spread is fair for the Dolphins to be 3-point dogs in here? And how about that over-under as well?
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's, you normally give the home team the 3 points to give. because they're the home team. I think the Dolphins and Chargers are actually pretty evenly matched. So seeing that it's just 3 points, I'm fine with that. If it was like 7, that's where I would kind of be like, I don't know. The over under though with 51, it'd probably be like right at it. I think, the Dolphins defense I think they're going to score. I think both teams are going to do their thing, but like we were talking about, the offenses kind of take a hot minute to start to get going. So I'd be close to the under. I think it might be around like 49. So, but that +3 is fine with me. They're on the road going to the West Coast. I see that happening.
TD, how about yourself, man?
Same thing Doug said. He's spot on. I just actually think it's going to favor the over. It's going to be close to 51, but I see about 55 total points, somewhere around there. If you look at last year's game, you remember the score, Doug? 20.
It was close. I'll look it up. It was pretty close.
Like 26-21 or something like that. But at the same token, you have to understand, in that game, our offense was completely shut down. Like, we got a few lucky things, but I mean, in this year 2, going up against it, knowing what you have seen, you got to at least expect another 7. And that's not to say that the Chargers don't score more either, because I think, how they say offense is going to take some time to get rolling. I think for the Dolphins this year, the defense may take a little time to get rolling, but they will be in elite form by midseason. It's just
23-17. It was the score.
Yeah. So 40 points last time in a complete shutdown of one side of the ball. This time, I think you'll see a little bit more fireworks.
Interesting stuff there. Ryan, I want to get your thoughts. What do you feel comfortable putting your money on this team?
So I definitely feel like the Bills are getting the benefit of the doubt, being the division winners the last few years, because Jets being +2.5 at home, I feel like that's a little bit of a slap in the face, considering we beat the Bills just last year with Zach Wilson at quarterback. As far as over under, man, it's tough. I want to say it's going to wind up being the over, but I think the Jets defense is so good, and I think our offensive line is going to struggle a little bit at the beginning. I do think the under would probably be the smarter way to go in this particular situation, but I would take the Jets spread versus instead of doing the over under.
Yeah, I think the Jets spread at +2.5. But I'm going with the under on this personally. I really do genuinely believe that the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills game is going to be one of those defensive gritty battles. I just feel like on week 1, both defenses are very good. Both defenses are going to be humming. And like Dan said, the Bills defense has a lot of continuity, just like the New York Jets defense, we can finally say has continuity with year 3 of Robert Saleh. I always looked at that Bills defense like, damn, man, they got Poyer, White, and all these guys, Hyde with McDermott for years on end. That's why they're so good. It feels good to finally see the Jets have year 3 of the same system with the same personnel, and we're finally seeing that before our eyes. So it's going to be a battle between the two defenses, in my opinion. Two defenses that are just going to be humming right out of the gate. I think both offense will make their plays, but I got the under on this personally.
And so likewise, Richie, hammer that under, baby. Hammer that under.
So
as much as I want to see a shootout, and I really hope no Bills fans or Jets fans are hoping for a shootout, like a high scoring, 45 to 42 thriller. It's not going to happen.
Dan's nervous. He wants the score to be low so they can still have a chance.
Nervous at all. Come on, nervous.
I love it. So, guys, again, if you want to sign up for BetUS, simply click that link that's down below in the description, also pinned at the top of the chat. You guys get 125% sign-up bonus when you sign up, which basically means you put $100 down, you'll get 125% sign-up bonus, so $225 total dollars to play with when you sign up using our link. The max you could put down is $2,500 if you're really feeling risky, and then that $2,500 you'll deposit, you'll get $5,000 to play with. So thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video, and remember, guys, bet responsibly.
Please
bet responsibly.
So it is available in all 50 states as well, guys. I saw a couple of people say that it's not available in their state. It is available in your state. All 50, baby.
Let's do it. So let's get straight into the
yeah, Chase, you can.
We got to end the poll. Someone want to end the poll? I got it. All right. Looks like the Fins,
Dang.
man. Damn Fins.
They got Bills and Patriots together. They can only get 23%. I can't pick
Hot-
on the Dolphins, guys.
Hot takes.
Fins.
Uh,
All right, you guys deserve it.
Mm.
Okay, that's the only applause you'll get. Now for
You
the
gotta get,
final
like, the flip
round.
it
I know
back.
that Doug has to go soon, so we're going to let them go first. Doug, is that okay that you guys get
Yep.
this last round in?
Perfect.
Cool, man. Now, this question's interesting. Which quarterback will have the most touchdowns in the AFC East
Oh,
after week 1?
that sucks because all of us play ridiculously difficult secondaries. That's a hard. That's a
Sucks for
hard
you
question.
guys.
It's a roll of the dice. It's a roll of the dice. But you heard the man. You heard the man. We got the Dolphins fans in here. Which QB will have the most TDs in the AFC East after week 1? Now, do keep in mind these AFC East teams are playing the Bills, Jets, Chargers, and Eagles defenses. Keep that in mind. This might be a little bit more difficult to predict. But anyway, Doug, go on ahead, my friend. Knock it out.
Tua Tagovailoa. I'm done. Thank you. No. But in all honesty, I do think it's going to be Tua. The way that their offense works and that fast pace, you have Tyreek Hill, you have Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert out of the backfield, Devon A-Chain, the rookie, the speedsters. They got all that speed. And then you look at the defenses that everyone else is facing. Bills are facing Jets, very good defense. Jets are facing Bills, very good defense. The Patriots are facing the Eagles, very good defense. And to me, I think the Dolphins, out of all 4 of those defenses, is facing the weaker of them. Now, I'm not saying that the Chargers defense is crap or they suck or anything like that. But if you look at the 4, I don't think you can put the Chargers in there with the Eagles, the Bills, and the Jets. So to me, that's where I'm like, I can see, it being close games, that Jets-Bills game close, and then the Mac Jones facing the Eagles. I don't know how many touchdowns he's going to throw. So even if Tua throws like 2 touchdowns, I think that's enough for him to be throwing the most touchdowns. So to me, I think it's Tua just because of the defense that he's facing and how, the Chargers not really have a good defense overall.
Oh, beautiful. 37 seconds to spare, TD. Go ahead.
Most touchdowns from a quarterback in the AFC East, week 1, Skyler. Excuse me. No, no, but it was a joke. I actually got Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
The reason why is because it should easily be Tua, in my opinion, but I think that we're really going to make really put real emphasis on running the ball. And I think Tua's going to lead us down the field a lot, and we're going to end up punching it in and punching it in and punching it in. And I think that's what's going to hurt him statistically from a touchdown standpoint. But Aaron Rodgers, I think he's going to break through Buffalo's defense more than Josh Allen's going to break through the Jets' defense. And it's his first game. They're at home. It's the home opener. I think Aaron Rodgers gets 3 touchdowns in week 1, and Josh Allen somewhere around 2, and I think Tua's going to have 2, and Mac Jones going to have 6, but y'all know I'm lying about that. So that's it.
Oh, man. All right. Let's bring in these Jets guys over here, ladies and gentlemen. And that was only a 50-second turn from TD
That's
here.
all we needed.
Fans. He knew. He knew.
Straight to the point.
He knew. All right, Jets guys, go on ahead and explain to me why you think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. All right. Start off. Richie, go ahead.
And Doug, I know that you do have to get out of here, so if you want to stay, you can. If you want to leave, totally up to you, my man. But I'm unfortunately going to have to agree with Doug. I think Tua is going to lead the AFC East in touchdowns. And I think it's the same exact reason why TD said he thinks Aaron Rodgers is going to. I think these New York Jets is going to be a low-scoring game where it's going to be all about the defense creating turnovers, and we're going to punch it in on the ground. I think Breece Hall is going to get in the end zone. I think Dalvin Cook's going to get in the end zone. And I honestly think the Dolphins-Chargers game is going to be a shootout. And I think Tua, you saw Tua what he did last year. When he was healthy, I mean, let's be real. He was one of the best quarterbacks in the league when healthy. The issue with Tua is never his ability to play football. It's his ability to be available. And right now he is available. And I think that the Miami Dolphins are really going to air it out with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And I think that he can get 2 or 3 touchdowns. I think the Jets can beat the Buffalo Bills with Rodgers just having a touchdown, like through the air, and then having 3 touchdowns on the ground. If you guys go back to last year against the Bills, the Jets beat them because of their ground. And Zach Wilson had 0 touchdown passes. No, I think he had 1, and then it was a screen pass. So it's not really a knock on Aaron Rodgers. I just think that the game plan for this one is going to really establish the run and really be a freaking dominant team on the ground. But hey, 3 touchdown passes from Rodgers, that what TD said? Sign me up for that. I mean, you kidding me? But that's just really what I think the philosophy is going to be for these Jets is ground and pound. And I also think Tua and the Miami Dolphins offense is going to be serious right out of the gate. They're going to be humming. I think my issue, not issue, but my thing about the Dolphins, I'm skeptical personally, is their defense, but their offense is going to be elite right out of the gate. And I think Tua is going to lead the AFC East in touchdown passes after week number 1. I mean, Josh Allen, definitely not. I mean, that's not even in the conversation.
13 seconds left. All right, Ryan.
How many seconds
Oh,
left?
my God. Oh, man. I'm dropping my Richie diss track after this, man. I'm about to be in a lab.
Yeah, look, I'm on the same page with Richie here. I think because of the defense between the Bills and the Jets, I don't think there's going to be a lot of passing touchdowns. I do think if this question was where it is, which player will have the most touchdowns in the AFC East Week 1? I was going to say Breece Hall. Not going to happen. So we're talking quarterback. I do think it's going to end up being 2. I think he's facing the most likely defense to give up some points, and I think they can, in a way, not even just like passing the ball. Like I understand TD is talking about running it, but having Waddle and Tyreek Hill almost like extended handoffs, like those short little screen passes, the little quick slants. It's just like a run, but those guys are going to get into the end zone. I think Tua has the most. I don't think Josh Allen's going to do much on the Jets defense. I don't think the Jets are going to test the Bills secondary quite so much. And I don't think the Patriots are going to be able to withstand the Eagles defense. So I think I can keep this nice and short. I do think it's going to be Tua.
Oh, 1 minute to spare. 1 minute
Great
to
minds
spare.
think alike.
Quite interesting.
I am down to be wrong, by the way, on that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, me too. No problem being wrong there.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Boy, am I close.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was pretty close myself. I have to back up over there.
Nothing's wrong with being close. And is my
You're so
mic
right.
sounding low to you guys? People are in the chat saying I have a low mic.
I think it sounds perfect. I think you're just being trolled, Richie. I think you sound like an angel.
You
Right now.
sound great.
Wow. Thank
An
you know,
angel.
Colby's like, oh, wrong one.
Yeah,
Wrong one, sorry,
yo.
Colby.
Yo, why do you
I
even
clicked the Dan button on accident. All right. So, Colby, who is going to lead the AFC East in touchdown passes?
So I think this is the only time I think that we're all, not even on purpose, coming together to agree on one topic, which is absolutely shocking to me. But it's Tua. That's not a biased opinion. I just look at who each of us are going to be facing, and I say, well, the Bills, they're going up against the Jets. And everyone's kind of touching upon the points already, right? The Bills play the Jets, great defense. Jets play the Bills, great defense. Like Patriots play the Eagles, one of the best defenses in the National Football League, if not the best defense by the end of the season, especially in terms of pass rush and getting to the quarterback and sacked, which is how you disrupt Mac Jones. I see Tua playing against the Chargers, and I think that defense still has some questions. It's a little suspect. It doesn't matter if you win on paper if you can't win on game day, and I think that's where a lot of fans get confused. And the Chargers, to me, look great on paper, but they're never able to actually translate that to the field, and I think part of that goes to their coaching. They always end up choking. And you look at Tua, he has the ability to throw the ball and bomb it down the field, really in all 3 phases. You have Tyreek, you have Waddle, you have 2 of the best wide receivers in the National Football League. I just think if you don't choose Tua here, you're lying to yourself. It's a hot take at that point. So I am choosing Tua. I look at Mac Jones, and even if Mac Jones and the Patriots win this game, even if Mac Jones throws for 300-400 yards, the Patriots are going to reach the red zone, and they're going to run the ball down the throat of their defense. They're going to give it to Zeke. They're going to give it to Mondre, and that's how the Patriots are going to get in the end zone all season long. So I'd be stupid to give it to Mac Jones. So the easy and honest answer is Tua. And if anybody says anything else, they're lying to themselves.
26 left on the clock. Good job, Colby.
Thank you.
Bow down. All right, Dan, how are you going to get votes right now? Right? Think of the chat because you guys
Listen,
came in
man, that ship
second,
has sailed.
third place back-to-back
Hey, man,
time.
listen,
So
that
clock
ship
starts
is
now. Go.
And so that ship has sailed right before we even decided this show. I'm never going to give votes for any of my takes, because you want to know why? Because I'm being truthful. It's going to be Josh Allen. Because you want to know why? I'm looking at this overall quote right here. It says, which QB will have the most TDs? Not passing TDs, total TDs is how I am rating it. Now, when I look at each and every single quarterback, I look at the fact that with Josh Allen, he is a mobile threat. And last year, dude ended up getting quite a few share of him being able to rush it into the end zone by himself. Now, one thing that all of these teams have that they can rely on is a consistent option to rely on within a run game, right? Love the Pats run game, love the Jets run game, obviously. Last year, everybody on the face of the planet knew that Josh Allen accounted for 80% plus of overall offense. We need Josh Allen to be our superhero in several instances. I'm very high on Damian Harris. I'm very high on Latavius Murray. But listen, this Jets defense is really, really good. So you know that at some point during the game, they're going to have Josh Allen put this offense on his back, which he did practically all last season. So I think the fact that the Bills are relying on Josh Allen to be that superhero is why I do think that he is going to end up with the total touchdowns, just based off of the fact that the run game hasn't quite proven itself to me or Bills fans as of right now. I still think that this is going to be a close game. I'm not saying that Breece Hall and I'm not saying that Dalvin Cook are going to account for stuff. But if we're talking about total touchdowns coming from a quarterback, I think with Josh Allen's mobility and the history of him legitimately accounting for 85% plus of each and every single one of those offensive scores from last year, my money's on Josh Allen.
Wrong. All right. Well, that's going to be
I
the
hate
last
that soundbox.
round. Oh, this soundboard is dangerous, guys. You don't know what's coming this season.
I really hate that soundboard.
Woo, we're going crazy. All right, we got to put a poll in the chat now. Who won the last round?
It's tough because like 3 of us said Tua was gonna be the guy that scored the most.
Right.
Everybody who said Tua, tell me you didn't watch the game last year without telling me you didn't watch the game.
What, against the Chargers?
Exactly. It Tyreek Hill. All y'all use the reference. They got Tyreek Hill. They absolutely got shut down by 3rd and 4th stringers. And you want to know what they said? They said everybody's been playing this soft cushion coverage on them because they're scared of their speed. Not us. We got in their face and we put our hands on them. That's why I keep telling y'all, we're going to run the ball in this game, and Mike McDaniel knows we have to because we ran the ball well. It had nothing to do with Tyreek and Waddle, and I don't think it's going to have much to do with him this time.
And so y'all also have a Khalil Mack and a Joey Bosa, man. Like, they're definitely going to be wreaking havoc on that offensive line. So, like, that's why I didn't pick Tua.
It may not even have time to get downfield. But
exactly.
We're going to run the ball, and that's how we're going to have to win this game, man. Just my take. I don't know. But Dan, I will honestly say this. I just voted for you, bro.
Did you? And did I make you a believer in my take?
I mean, I don't care about your take, but you did have a good point. Yeah. I forgot about that
passing touchdowns.
Yeah, I forgot about but yeah, he got me on the question because I forgot about that bums rushing touchdown.
It's their damn running back.
If you want to be literal, then I would have picked Josh Allen because of rushing touchdowns. Because if they get to the 1 or the 2, they're going to quarterback sneak, just pushing it forward. And Josh Allen going to try to run, and he might pick one up with his legs. I don't know. In a tight defensive game, those are the plays that make differences. And he might be faced with a lot of those situations.
But is Josh Allen a good quarterback, TD?
Then I say I didn't think about that bums rushing touchdown. Richie, man, you in this soundboard, man.
We're going crazy in this studio. Come on now. We got freaking sauce. Thanks to Ryan for sending this, by the way. Ryan just sent me this in the mail. All of a sudden, I get a package from Jets Talk, and I'm like, what could this be?
It's like, oh, man.
Sauce Gardner. Sauce. He's going to be dripping this all over Stephon Diggs.
Make sure you use it fast. It has a quick expiration date, just FYI.
Ah, funny.
It's funny you can't drop it because he's always holding, right? Oh, sorry, Dolphins.
Yeah, he's holding. I don't know football. I don't know that you can be handsy as a corner. Oh, let's push the narrative. Oh,
we'll
yeah,
see.
right.
We'll see this year. We'll see.
Look at that guy. Defensive rookie of the year, by the way.
Good-looking dude.
Handsome man. Yeah, I'm not going to open this. This is going to be a prop.
That's exactly what I did. It's right in the background.
Let's freaking go.
In the closet there.
All right, let's see what this poll's looking like. Can we win a 1 round? Rich, what's going on over there? Colby and Dan are inching close to us, Ryan.
I know. They got 2 fan bases. This is ridiculous.
going on?
It's like if like I didn't show up and it was like you and TD, you guys would dominate.
Dude,
Crazy.
Crazy. Well,
What can I
guys,
say?
as you vote, don't forget to smash that like button. We're at 275. Let's get this up to 300 likes right freaking now. Let's go, guys. The football season is here. Thursday's week 1. This Wednesday night show is going to be crazy, man, because it's going to be the official start of the season for our usual 7:30 p.m. slot, which is going to be exciting stuff. And then we got
going in.
our event. We're going to finally meet. I'm going to get
Man.
to see Dan and TD in person and Tyson.
7 days from now.
Are we gonna
we'll
do
be-
karate in the garage?
We are going to do karate in the garage. It'll be a great time.
7 days from now, we'll all be walking in the stadium, man, right now.
Oh my God, it's gonna be electric, dude! I can't wait to be with you guys. I can't wait to be live in person with you guys. Like, wow, 300 likes on the dot, right? When I look at it, thank you guys. But in all seriousness, I can't believe we actually are doing this event in the first place, and we're actually gonna meet up. I mean, I'm gonna be picking up TD and Tyson from the airport. Like, what?
Man.
We're gonna be making some cool content for you guys to see all this stuff too.
Dude, life comes at you fast, baby. I'm gonna be there Saturday as well. I'm gonna be, just vibing down there. I'm going to Nobu, by the way, in case anyone wants to join.
Of course, Dan's going to Nobu.
Why not, man? Why
I'm
not?
living the dream. Of course,
Got
you have
to.
to.
Got to, baby.
All right, we'll end the poll now, and it looks like the Dolphins come away with the victory.
Three-peat.
I don't know, Jets fans. We started off hot. We got the championship in
Did.
round 1,
Three-peat.
and now we let the Dolphins win 3 straight.
Because they've been seeing what's been happening in the media. They notice, the Dolphins looking more and more like Super Bowl favorites. So they're like, man, it discourages Jets fans. But I ain't gonna
Rigged, man.
lie.
I gotta investigate this. I gotta investigate like how many Dolphins fans are having multiple YouTube channels or something, like in voting and TD. I don't know what's going on. There's something going on.
But the
So how many of
Jets,
how many of TD's kids are voting? You know?
the Jets have come. The Jets have come on strong, though. That is real. It used to be Buffalo up there fighting, but now that the Buffalo fans realize TD is right, they'll never be more than what they are. Now
Maybe
they're
they're sensing that this is they're coming off a 3-peat, and there's not going to be no 4-peat.
Man. Hey, that vote is indicative of what's going to happen in the division this year. Dolphins number 1, Jets number 2, Buffalo number 3, Patriots number 5. Yeah.
We're fine.
Let's go. I love it. Well, congratulations to the Miami Dolphins for winning this round. This will be the only thing you'll be winning is
Just playing
these
the
little silly contests, I hope. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has always been a pleasure to go live with you guys. Shout out to Ryan and Paige and Colby for representing your, as the co-hosts here, and Dan and TD. We love you guys. Anybody, let's go around the table. So Colby, what do you got cooking up for week 1 on your channel?
Yeah, man, we're going to be doing post-game lives every week now. We do have some stuff with Bleacher Report, so that's going to be, make sure you tune in because that's straight after the game. We're going live with Bleacher Report, so that's something you can look forward to immediately following Patriots games. But about a half hour after Patriots games, about 45 minutes after Patriots games, sometimes even the day later, we're going to be doing an actual breakdown on the channel about an hour to an hour and a half long. We're bringing in some personalities, biggest personalities from the Patriots Instagrams. So we got a lot of good stuff cooking up, and we got new equipment coming in later on in the season. So we got some exciting stuff happening.
Let's go. Love
Yes, sir.
it. Love it. New equipment on the way.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, let us know what you got cooking up this week on your channel for week freaking 1.
Ooh, thank you guys so much for having me on again. Yeah, no, it's post game recaps after the streams, after the games. I have my every throw from Aaron Rodgers, so I'll be doing that throughout the season. So if you're interested in seeing how Rodgers performed against all these clown shows of a team, you can head on over to my channel and you can watch every throw nice and easy. You don't have to go through the NFL Plus game recap or anything like that. But I do my Monday call-in show, so any of you guys want to call in and tell me exactly why I'm wrong, would love to hear you. You get 3 minutes on the clock, and then I eject your ass out of the cockpit. So that's your time to complain.
Out of the cockpit, man. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that
This
branding.
is my cockpit.
I like
The pilot. Flying this jet. Yeah, man, that's going to be sick. Make sure you guys check out Ryan's channel. He does a great job. Always appreciate you being here, Ryan, and hopefully be a regular on the Monday shows.
I hope
TD,
so.
what you got cooking up this week? Anything?
Yeah, first and foremost, shout out to Dougly Do Wrong. If you're not subscribed to his channel, y'all gotta go over there and check out the homie, man. Representing for the Dolphins. Always has been. He graced us with his appearance on here every Monday, so big ups to him. Over on my channel, we're gonna have a pretty big show tonight, somewhere around 8 o'clock, 8:30 the latest. I'm trying to make it at 8 o'clock. Got a huge announcement for the subscribers of the channel. You know, big opportunities presenting themselves, and I want to share them with you guys. And outside of that, just like Colby said, I'll be doing a pregame show every week with Bleacher Report. I'll be doing a postgame show and some midweek shows as well. But we'll talk about some of those things at 8 o'clock or 8:30, but trying to push it for 8. Outside of that, man, I'm just getting ready. I can't wait to see you guys Wednesday night, and I will be streaming the Thursday night opener. Outside of that, I got a lot going on. You know, I just lost someone in my family, so just dealing with that type of stuff.
Sorry to hear that, TD.
Yeah, prayers up, bro.
Thank y'all. So we'll keep it pushing and try to give the best content we can. But salute to everybody who tune in every time.
Send love to you, TD, and your family.
Thank you,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
I do want to announce, I don't know if this is what you're going to be announcing tonight, TD, but we have a new show together.
Yeah, that's what I'm announcing tonight.
So I can't spoil it right now?
Yeah, that wouldn't be wise.
Ah, okay.
Well, I mean, you could, but I don't do it, Richie. I want to share with my people.
Dan is so
Okay. Sorry, Dan.
What's going on with this? Where's
Dan,
I
what you
part
got
of this
cooking up this week?
conversation?
Tonight, 8 p.m., TD Fence Talk.
All right. Well, everyone go tune into TD's channel tonight to announce it, to hear the announcement. What's going on with you, Dan? What you got cooking up this week on your channel?
Oh man, well first off, I feel betrayed, but second off, I'm just kidding. Guys, actually, I am going to be starting like shoving previews down your throat for the remainder of the days until I go into New York City on Saturday. I'm actually doing my first show here in 8 minutes. Basically just, you know, like sort of like polling the audience. How do you feel? Open conversations. That's exactly how my streams go. I'll be live for probably about like 30, 45 minutes. So if anybody wants to join, you want to troll, you want to just get pumped up for it, come on out. I go live every single Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST. I have late night streams as well. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a damn thing.
Let's freaking go, Dan. Big time. Let's run through these super chats, and then we'll get out of here. Keith, send in a $10. Watch yourself, TD. Jets fans in here no matter what. Let them know, Richie.
Oh, my gosh.
Speaks for itself. Appreciate you, Keith, for the $10. Return of the Mac. Saying Tua will win MVP is like saying Buffalo winning the Super Bowl.
I love that profile picture.
It's so good.
That is so good. Isn't that the moment Tua threw his interception in the preseason?
No.
Yeah, it is. Project Prospect with Dom. Hey, it's Dom. Let's go, Dom. Love the content from all you here, even Dan. Real talk, AFC East team. Whose offensive line stays healthy takes this division. FYI, Jets by 1 million week 1. Let's go, Dom. And you heard Ryan's bold take, hot take, is that the offensive line for the New York Jets will be the best in the division after the season's wrapped up. It's looked at as a weakness now, but when we stay healthy all year long, it's going to change, baby. Shout out to Don, man. We appreciate the support. Don comes in, and he is a new member of the channel, so let's go,
Salute, Don.
That's a Bills fan right there.
Don.
Hopefully we see you on Wednesday night.
Oh, F the Jets, Fish and Pats. Go Bills.
Thanks, Don.
Well,
Team
PH, the Jets, Fish and Pats.
Fook the Jets.
There you go. Chris with the $5, great member of the channel. No one is talking about the Bills because they haven't done jack except dominate a weak division. The window has closed. Jets.
Chris, I can't wait, brother.
Oh, my gosh, Richie. Stop.
Oh, get used to that. Dolphins win this poll. It's a win for the Jets, says Henny. That's true. They can win this, so we can win when it matters the most. Big time.
I think what he was saying is because I said Aaron Rodgers had the most touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I hope you're right. That'll be sick. Aaron Rodgers leads the AFC East in touchdowns. Sign me up. But, guys, what I have cooking up on my channel this week is a lot of previews, a lot of stuff to go into detail about the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills game week 1. Also have a special announcement that I won't say now. I'll let TD tell you guys about that on his own. And, yeah, a lot of fun things. You're going to be at the game Monday night. And let's enjoy week 1, everybody. This is going to be an exciting week. I launched my first ever podcast today. This morning, I'm in a brand new studio, and I'm with my buddy Jack. He's my co-host. It's a 3-hour show that's going to be live every single Monday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every single Monday. The first episode was this morning, so make sure you guys go check that out. I really do appreciate the support. This Monday is going to be a different time frame because it's game day, and I got to get to MetLife early. So it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. this coming Monday. But after that Monday, every single Monday, starting at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., a 3-hour slot with special guests lined up every single week. Also is going to include fun segments and call-ins as well. So really exciting stuff happening, and I'm excited to finally have an official podcast. So make sure you guys go check that out. Really helps out a ton. That's going to wrap up the AFC East Roundtable. And let's freaking go, baby.
Josh Allen trash.
Week 1 is here.
Go Bills.
Let's freaking go, baby.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Go Pats.
Yeah. It ain't fair. The Dolphins.